Introduction. Imagine waking up feeling refreshed, energized, and stepping on the scale to discover you've lost weight, all while you were sleeping. This isn't a dream, it's a reality supported by cutting-edge research. For years, Jane struggled with stubborn weight that wouldn't budge despite rigorous diets and exercise routines. Her breaking point came when her doctor mentioned her chronic sleep deprivation might be sabotaging her efforts. Skeptical but desperate, she committed to improving her sleep quality and quantity. Within weeks, not only did she feel more energetic and focused, but she also noticed her clothes fitting looser without changing her diet. Sleep is the missing link in the weight loss equation that most approaches overlook. While diet and exercise dominate weight loss conversations, sleep's profound impact on our metabolism, hormonal balance, and appetite regulation remains underappreciated. When we don't sleep enough, our bodies produce more ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and less leptin, the fullness hormone, creating the perfect storm for overeating and weight gain. Throughout this book, you'll discover how optimizing your sleep can transform your weight loss journey and overall health, all backed by compelling science and practical strategies anyone can implement. The path to your ideal weight might be easier than you thought. It could simply begin by putting your head on the pillow. Chapter 1. The hidden connection between sleep and weight. Michael, a successful 42-year-old executive, couldn't understand why his weight continued climbing despite his disciplined diet and regular gym sessions. His typical day started at 5 a.m. with emails, included back-to-back meetings, and often ended with late-night work sessions. He prided himself on needing only 4 to 5 hours of sleep to function, considering anything more a luxury he couldn't afford. During our consultation, I noticed his constant coffee refills and mid-afternoon energy crashes. When I suggested his sleep deprivation might be sabotaging his weight loss efforts, he looked skeptical, but agreed to track his sleep patterns. His sleep diary revealed a shocking reality. He averaged just 4.5 hours of fragmented sleep nightly. We created a plan to gradually increase his sleep to 7.5 hours and establish consistent sleep-wake times. Within 3 weeks, Michael reported fewer cravings for sugary foods and noticed he no longer needed his 3 p.m. donut to stay alert. By month 2, without changing his diet or exercise routine, he'd lost 6 pounds. "I'm sharper at work too," he admitted, surprised that sleeping more actually made him more productive, not less. What Michael experienced reflects groundbreaking research showing that inadequate sleep disrupts our body's delicate hormonal balance. Studies reveal that even modest sleep restriction increases ghrelin levels by 28%, while decreasing leptin by 18%, dramatically increasing hunger and appetite, particularly for high-calorie carbohydrate-rich foods. Beyond hormones, sleep loss impacts glucose metabolism, making your body store more calories as fat rather than burning them for energy. The obesity epidemic has risen in parallel with decreasing sleep duration. In 1960, Americans averaged 8.5 hours of sleep with 13% obesity rates, while today we average 6.5 hours with obesity exceeding 35%. This isn't coincidental. Our chronic sleep deprivation is literally weighing us down. Chapter 2. Understanding your body's sleep-weight regulation. Sandra, a 38-year-old accountant and mother of 2, struggled with a persistent 15-pound weight gain despite following a strict low-carb diet for months. During tax season, she'd survive on minimal sleep, compensating with extra coffee and quick sugar fixes to maintain energy. After another failed diet attempt, she attended my sleep workshop where she learned about sleep architecture, the different stages our bodies cycle through during rest. "I had no idea sleep wasn't just an on-off switch," she remarked during our follow-up. I explained how each complete 90-minute sleep cycle contains critical phases for metabolism and weight regulation. Deep sleep, stages 3 and 4, triggers growth hormone release, which signals the body to break down fat for fuel. REM sleep burns more calories than any other sleep stage. When we shortchange sleep, we miss these essential metabolic windows. Sandra's inconsistent sleep schedule meant she rarely completed enough full cycles to benefit from these fat-burning stages. I helped Sandra implement a consistent sleep schedule with 7.5 hours nightly, equivalent to 5 complete sleep cycles. She created a calming bedtime routine, eliminated caffeine after 2 p.m., and kept her bedroom cool and dark. Within 3 weeks, her persistent sugar cravings diminished. She noticed she could actually feel hunger and fullness signals again, rather than experiencing constant, nagging hunger. After 6 weeks, she'd lost 7 pounds without changing her diet, and her energy remained stable throughout the day without needing sugary pick-me-ups. The science behind these results is compelling. During deep sleep, your body engages in critical metabolic regulation, while REM sleep burns calories at the highest rate. Without sufficient deep sleep, your body can't properly metabolize glucose, leading to insulin resistance and fat storage. Additionally, sleep debt increases cortisol levels, which not only triggers stress eating, but also directs your body to store fat, particularly around the abdomen. When viewed through this metabolic lens, sleep becomes not a luxury, but a biological necessity for maintaining healthy weight. Chapter 3: Women's Unique Sleep Challenges. Elizabeth, a 49-year-old marketing director, visited my clinic frustrated by her sudden inability to lose weight despite maintaining her usual diet and exercise routine. "Something changed when I hit my mid-40s," she explained. "I can't sleep through the night anymore, and the weight just keeps creeping on." Her sleep diary revealed a troubling pattern. She'd fall asleep easily but wake around 2 a.m. with night sweats, often lying awake for hours before drifting into restless sleep until morning. During our consultation, I explained how women face unique sleep challenges that directly impact weight regulation. Elizabeth was experiencing classic perimenopausal sleep disruption. Her declining estrogen levels were triggering night sweats and disrupting her sleep architecture. These hormone fluctuations weren't just affecting her comfort, they were fundamentally altering her metabolic processes. The sleep fragmentation meant she rarely reached the deep sleep stages critical for growth hormone production and fat metabolism. We developed a comprehensive approach addressing her specific female physiology. First, we lowered her bedroom temperature to 68 Fahrenheit and recommended moisture-wicking sleepwear. I suggested adding soy foods to her diet for their natural phytoestrogen content, which research shows can reduce hot flash frequency. Elizabeth also began a calcium-magnesium supplement before bed to support sleep quality and reduce perimenopausal symptoms. Within 3 weeks, she reported fewer night awakenings and reduced night sweats. By month 2, she'd lost 4 pounds without dietary changes. This case highlights how women's sleep-weight connection evolves through distinct life phases. From menstrual cycle fluctuations, where progesterone rises, cause sleepiness while estrogen drops trigger insomnia, to pregnancy challenges and menopausal transitions, women experience constantly shifting sleep architecture. Research shows that 59% of perimenopausal women experience insomnia symptoms, directly impacting their metabolic function and weight regulation. The correlation between female hormonal cycles and sleep quality creates a complex relationship with weight that requires tailored approaches recognizing these unique biological realities. Chapter 4: The 5 Simple Rules for Better Sleep. After years of struggling with her weight, Melissa was skeptical when I suggested that improving her sleep might be the missing piece in her weight loss journey. A busy attorney and mother of 3, she typically slept 5 to 6 fragmented hours per night, waking to check emails or respond to client emergencies. Her typical day included 3 cups of coffee before noon, a glass of wine to wind down at night, and often working on her laptop in bed until midnight. Despite careful eating and squeezing in workouts, her weight had plateaued for months. I introduced Melissa to what I call the Sleep Doctor's 5 Simple Rules, straightforward principles that optimize sleep quality and duration. First, I asked her to stick to one consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends, going to bed and waking at the same times daily. Second, I recommended eliminating all caffeine after 2 p.m., explaining how caffeine's half-life of about 8 hours meant her afternoon coffee was still stimulating her nervous system at bedtime. Third, we discussed avoiding alcohol within 3 hours of bedtime. While it might help her fall asleep initially, it severely disrupts sleep architecture and prevents restorative deep sleep phases critical for weight regulation. The fourth rule surprised her: stop exercising 4 hours before bed. While her evening workout seemed logical for her schedule, the elevation in core body temperature and stimulating effect were actually keeping her awake. Finally, I emphasize getting 15 minutes of natural morning sunlight daily, which helps regulate melatonin production and reset her biological clock. Melissa committed to these changes for 3 weeks. The results astounded her. Not only did she sleep through the night consistently for the first time in years, but she also lost 6 pounds without changing her diet. "I don't even crave the afternoon sweets anymore," she reported, noticing her appetite had naturally regulated itself. These 5 simple rules work because they address the fundamental biology of sleep and its connection to weight regulation. By establishing consistent circadian rhythms, minimizing stimulants, creating proper sleep conditions, and harnessing natural light cues, your body can access its natural weight-regulating mechanisms. When implemented consistently, these rules create a physiological environment where hormones like leptin, ghrelin, cortisol, and growth hormone function optimally. The beauty of this approach lies in its simplicity. Small, sustainable changes to sleep habits yield powerful results for both sleep quality and weight management, without requiring restrictive dieting or extreme exercise. Chapter 5: Creating Your Optimal Sleep Environment. Rachel had tried countless diets with minimal success. During our consultation, I asked about her bedroom environment. She seemed confused by the question. "What does my bedroom have to do with my weight?" she asked. Walking through her sleep environment revealed numerous issues. Her bedroom doubled as a home office with a bright computer screen. She kept the TV on as background noise all night. The room temperature was a warm 76 degrees F, and her ancient mattress sagged noticeably in the middle. Her bedding consisted of synthetic fabrics that trapped heat, and streetlights streamed through thin curtains all night. We approached her bedroom as a sleep sanctuary project. First, we removed all electronics, installed blackout curtains, and created a dedicated workspace elsewhere in her home. I recommended lowering her room temperature to 68 degrees F and investing in natural, breathable bedding materials like cotton and wool that regulate body temperature. A new medium-firm mattress and properly supportive pillow eliminated the physical discomfort that had been subtly disrupting her sleep cycles. We added a white noise machine to mask street sounds and replaced her bright overhead light with a dimmable lamp for evening wind down. Within days of implementing these changes, Rachel reported falling asleep faster and waking less frequently during the night. She noticed her morning hunger wasn't as urgent, and she felt more satisfied with smaller breakfast portions. After 3 weeks in her redesigned sleep environment, Rachel had naturally cut back on her late-night snacking and lost 4 pounds without consciously changing her diet. "I never connected my bedroom setup with my eating habits," she reflected, "but sleeping better has completely changed how and when I feel hungry." The science behind these improvements is compelling. Sleep is fundamentally a sensory experience requiring specific environmental conditions for optimal quality. Light exposure, even from small sources like alarm clocks or electronics, suppresses melatonin production and disrupts circadian rhythms that regulate appetite hormones. Temperature plays a crucial role too. The body naturally drops its core temperature to initiate sleep, and sleeping in too warm an environment prevents this essential process. Even tactile comfort from proper bedding and mattress support influences sleep architecture by minimizing disruptions and allowing more time in restorative deep sleep stages. By optimizing these environmental factors, you create physiological conditions that support both quality sleep and natural weight regulation. Chapter 6: Eating Right for Deep, Restorative Sleep. Lisa came to me frustrated by her persistent insomnia and stubborn weight gain. Despite following a strict low-calorie diet, she'd gained 10 pounds over 6 months, while her sleep quality deteriorated. Her typical evening included a light salad, afraid of eating too late, followed by hours of hunger-induced tossing and turning. When I reviewed her food diary, I noticed concerning patterns: minimal protein, virtually no complex carbohydrates, and long periods of restriction followed by late-night hunger pangs that occasionally led to refrigerator raids. I explained how nutrition and sleep quality are intrinsically linked in a bidirectional relationship. Without the right nutritional building blocks, her body couldn't produce the neurotransmitters and hormones necessary for sound sleep. We redesigned her approach, starting with a balanced dinner containing tryptophan-rich proteins, turkey, dairy, eggs, complex carbohydrates, whole grains, sweet potatoes, and calcium-rich foods that help convert tryptophan to sleep, promoting serotonin and melatonin. I recommended a strategic bedtime snack about an hour before sleep, a small serving of Greek yogurt with bananas and walnuts that provided the perfect ratio of sleep-promoting nutrients, without excess calories. Lisa was skeptical about eating more but committed to trying the approach. Within a week, she reported falling asleep more easily and experiencing fewer midnight awakenings. By month 1, not only had her sleep quality dramatically improved, but she'd lost 3 pounds despite adding the evening snack. "I'm eating more but weighing less," she marveled. Her daytime cravings for sweets had diminished significantly, and she no longer felt the desperate hunger that had previously driven late-night eating binges. This transformation demonstrates how specific foods can create a biochemical environment conducive to both quality sleep and weight management. Foods rich in tryptophan provide the raw material for serotonin and melatonin production, while complex carbohydrates trigger insulin release that helps tryptophan cross the blood-brain barrier. Calcium and magnesium work synergistically in this process, which is why dairy products are traditionally associated with sleep promotion. By strategically timing nutrient intake, particularly avoiding high-protein, low-carb meals close to bedtime, which can boost alertness, you create optimal conditions for restorative sleep cycles. This approach creates a positive feedback loop. Better nutrition improves sleep quality, which in turn regulates appetite hormones, reducing cravings and supporting natural weight regulation. Chapter 7. Real Stories of Sleep Transformation. Diane, a 56-year-old school administrator, had struggled with weight and insomnia since menopause. "I've tried everything, restrictive diets, expensive supplements, even prescription sleep aids," she explained during our first meeting. Her sleep diary revealed a troubling pattern. She'd fall asleep quickly from exhaustion, but wake around 2 a.m. with hot flashes and racing thoughts, often staying awake until dawn. Despite careful eating during the day, she'd find herself in the kitchen at 3 a.m., seeking comfort in carbohydrates to help her return to sleep. We implemented a comprehensive sleep transformation plan addressing both her environment and hormonal challenges. I recommended moisture-wicking sleepwear, keeping her bedroom at a consistent 60-degree Fahrenheit, and using blackout curtains to eliminate light disruption. For her hormonal concerns, we added foods rich in phytoestrogens like soy and flaxseed to her diet. Most importantly, we established a consistent sleep-wake schedule that respected her need for 7.5 hours of sleep opportunity each night. Diane committed fully to the program, even on weekends when she previously would catch up on sleep. The results emerged gradually but unmistakably. Within 2 weeks, her nighttime awakenings decreased from 3 to 4 times nightly to just once. By month 1, she reported sleeping through most nights without waking to eat. 3 months in, Diane had lost 18 pounds without restrictive dieting. "It's not just the weight," she shared. "My concentration is better, my mood is more stable, and I don't crave sugary foods like I used to." Her success inspired her husband to improve his sleep habits too, resulting in similar benefits for his health. Diane's story exemplifies the transformative power of addressing sleep as the foundation of health and weight management. For decades, we've approached weight loss backwards, focusing on restricting calories while ignoring the fundamental biological processes that regulate metabolism. When we prioritize sleep quality, we address the root causes of metabolic dysfunction rather than merely treating symptoms. The most sustainable approach to weight management isn't found in extreme diets or punishing exercise regimens, but in respecting our body's need for restoration through quality sleep. By aligning our lifestyles with our natural biological rhythms, we create the conditions where health, including healthy weight, can flourish naturally. Summary. Throughout these chapters, we've uncovered the powerful yet often overlooked connection between sleep and weight regulation. The science is clear. When we shortchange our sleep, we disrupt the delicate hormonal balance that governs hunger, satiety, and metabolism. From the stress hormone cortisol that promotes fat storage to the appetite regulators, leptin and ghrelin that control hunger signals, inadequate sleep creates a perfect storm for weight gain. Yet the solution doesn't require extreme measures. Simple, consistent changes to sleep habits can transform your body's ability to maintain a healthy weight naturally. The most profound insight might be that improving sleep quality represents the path of least resistance to weight management. Rather than fighting against your body through restrictive dieting or exhausting exercise regimens, quality sleep works with your natural biology to optimize metabolic function. By implementing the 5 simple rules, maintaining consistent sleep schedules, eliminating evening caffeine, avoiding late alcohol, stopping exercise 4 hours before bed, and getting morning sunlight, you create conditions where your body can access its inherent wisdom. The transformation awaits not in denying yourself or pushing harder, but in honoring your fundamental need for restoration through sleep. In this understanding lies freedom. The path to your ideal weight may be easier and more enjoyable than you ever imagined. It might simply begin with putting your head on the pillow and getting the quality sleep your body desperately needs.